I'm pretty late. I'm a bit later than I said, and I'm sorry for that. But you all saw it coming. You're gonna tell me you didn't know? You tell me you couldn't see it coming a mile off? Hey, Majora. Hopefully it's a more reasonable time for you over there. Ask A, hello. All right. Oh, I gotta launch my. VR streams are always so much more complicated than regular streams. So many programs, you know. All right. Just grab my controllers, move into the play area. Yes. Good. Creative writing essay right now. Hopefully hopefully the world building in this game helps. All right. I think we came from there and we're going here. That's my guess, at least. Ooh. Things seem a bit rotten in this room.
You walk on hallowed ground.
Careful. There is a foul magic here. Something in her voice.
Outsider.
Ah.
Cover your ears!
In with me. Listen. Cut you to ribbons. You must listen.
Oh, I'm already close to death, dude.
Your ears bleed. Cut you to ribbons. Hear me.
scream is death.
Ah. What, should I be using the bow for her? I'm not. Hey, card. Oh, stun arrows. Little hint. A little bit of a hint, hint, nudge, nudge for me. Oh man, my muscles get bigger when I do that. Was this not the sprint button? There it is.
You walk on hallowed ground.
Careful. There is a foul magic here. Something in her voice.
Where did she even drop down from?
Outsider.
Cover your ears!
Oh gosh.
Hear the scream. Dark zone.
Ouch. Thought it was going to be a sideways. It was a vertical.
My song is your death. Dark song in.
Her scream is death!
I'm still singing. My screams echo forever.
Ah.
Another sacrifice.
No. It's just hard to get damage in on some of these guys. My me is quite mean. Really? It's PM, Majora. It's PM in my time zone. It's about lunchtime. That's when I tend to stream on weekends. Maybe if I activate my strength and I yank her. I really don't use strength often.
You.
It doesn't do anything because I cover my ears. If I don't cover my ears, it damages me.
Careful. There is a foul magic here. Something in her voice.
Outsider.
Can I not? Really? Alright. Whoa.
Cover your ears!
Your mind will fall, then your body. Hear the scream.
Come on. Oh, there's a wall there. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that?
My screams echo forever. My song is your death.
Ah. I raged at the wrong moment. See, this is why the game needs a left-handed mode, because my grappling hook is my weapon hand, too. Like, clearly the design intention was that your weapon hand not be the same as your grapple hook hand. I could go righty with the sword, but like that's not true to me. You know?
You walk on hallowed ground.
Careful. There is a foul magic here. Something in her voice.
Outsider.
What's that? Ooh.
Cover your ears!
Must be cleansed. Here, listen, listen. Your mind.
Her scream is death!
Whoa. My freaking hand's broke again, dude. What the heck, man? How about a zombie AU in the E3? What do you? I need you to elaborate on that, Majora. That sentence by itself doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, we lost. Come on, other controller. The buttons, This is the most frustrating thing is when the buttons still work, bro. All right, hang on. Pretend, Majora, pretend I'm a fool. And also pretend that I make no assumptions when you're typing because I don't, because there is some, pretend that we speak different languages. And that there could be some dissonances between us, both culturally and in age and in general knowledge. Alternate universe. It's a two-letter acronym. I've heard that acronym before. I have no context to say to understand that that's what you mean. But okay, yes, got it. A zombie AU in the E3. Rivet zombie AU when? You know, maybe someday. Maybe someday real soon. Pressure the game. I'm not familiar. Oh crap, where is she?
Cover your ears. The dark song in.
It's all right. I got her. Ooh. All right, now we can probably pick up this item. I would definitely be down to play a zombie game for Halloween at some point. I didn't realize there were so many herbs in this cave. Probably could have used more herbs during that fight. The next Halloween short story is not a zombie AU, but it is an AU, as all the Halloween short stories are. Oh shit. That's the bat. I mean, he can fly.
I'm coming for you.
Like, hold on. Like, let's game plan for a second. How is there any feasible way that we get that thing in a situation where it can't, where not only can we kill it, but it can't escape from us? I mean, it's a big ask. And I'll be honest, I wasn't super convinced by the last behemoth we killed. I feel like that was just kind of, you know, game design. That was just a game design boss fight. Give me some of that. Ooh, all right, we got a little forgy forge here. Let's get out of what's in these pots before we go forging, because who knows, right? Maybe something useful. Ooh, 32 out of 15. Okay, so weapon Ren gains temporary boost in movement speed upon decapitating an enemy. Kind of specific. It's hard to decapitate specifically. Upon a successful parry, Ren regains a small amount of health. That one is definitely what we want. Ooh, interesting. I do love the way this sword looks. Actually, a pretty big fan. I think all that we added here was this little nubby nub, though. All right, what can we do with the bow? 5 more knockback arrows, 3 more explosive arrows, 2 additional arrow charges. I guess we'll take the extra knockback arrows. I haven't really even used them yet at all, but this game really does seem to make you want to. It encourages use of the bow, you know? Again, we just added some nubbies to the design. And I think these extra spikes. Ow. Yo, Majora and Card collaborating on a riveting material zombie AU? I'm down for that. I'll do whatever voice work you guys want. How do you spell the healing stuff? Herbs? Don't prick yourself, Rivet. Too late. What? There we go. All right, I think we're gonna fight this bat now. Yeah, Graves got it. We spell it with an H, but we don't say herbs. That's people will correct you. I used to say herbs, but people correct you if you do that. So I just don't. Whoa. Whew. Whoa, beautiful building. That's a Tower of Babel if I ever saw one. I bet there's a metaphor for the folly of man in there. I bet you. Crouch to avoid heavy wind. Get real low. Get real low. There we go. Now we should be protected from the wind by this cave. No goodies for me. Chump. Oh, this is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like my special sword though. I will hold on to this. However, this looks like a pretty good shield. How am I doing for health? I guess I'm fine. Would I like a biscuit? Okay, hold on. Question. Is Riv a zombie, or is he staying away from the zombies? Or is Rivet a zombie? I could imagine it's like him going insane, that's why Root talks to him. But it would also be funny if he was one. I mean, I would not be mad if he went the Marvel zombies route. I actually think that's a really cool, right? Like, I think that's a really cool premise for a story and a way to approach the whole zombie thing. Is like, you don't know that you're going mad. You don't know that you're a zombie, or like you're walking around as a zombie, but you feel like you're normal. Ah, crap. Gosh. Oh man, I liked all these different weapon types, even though I won't use most of them. Seems like this is like the actual way to go, so let me go back down so I can explore this.
success in covering our ears when faced with the terrible screams of the ferals. I suggest we requisition new helmets that dull the sound of their dangerous screams, lest the men are all driven insane.
That's a good idea. Make a helmet that covers your ears for you. Some kind of ear muffler. Ear muffles. Ear mufflings. Yeah. Something like that. We're still workshopping the name. Oh yeah, so I would love a biscuit, thank you. I go to the E3. I go to E3. Okay. Majora's there. Card's there. The whole riveting community is there, and we all survived the zombie apocalypse. Dude, it's sick. Everyone has a specialization. Everyone has like a class. Come on, show yourself. Okay, it's feeling a little bit crazy that I haven't hit that guy yet. All right, so there's that door. There's also a path up here. Yeah, so just fully explore one thing at a time. And I took fall damage there inexplicably. It's just a little bit frustrating to see the arrow literally bounce off of his body. What more could I be doing there? What was the button to change arrow types? What in, like... There we go. I don't know what was different about that time than the other 46 times I hit him, but... What? It wouldn't be so offensive if I couldn't see the path of the arrow and witness it actively bounce off of these fools. Can I do the JoJo running bit? Okay, wait. Okay, whoa. Asking about specializations. Yes, Majora, I think you would be a strength class. I think you'd be the strength specialist. Card would be the probably like the... I bet you've got some medical knowledge. I bet you've got some like bush medicine knowledge, Card. You'd be the medic, and you'd probably also be good for mending stuff. Cook things? Yeah, I feel like cook falls under that, right? Like sort of medicine, like cleric type. That's what I'm thinking. Aske would be the scholar, like the record keeper, you know, the scribe. I do unfortunately have... See, cleric. I knew it. I calls him like I sees him. All right, nobody dropped any useful items for me. Couple daggers. No items in the pots. I'm not so into the daggers. Oh, there was an item in the pots. Think this is a dead end, or do you think this is where the story continues? Oh yeah, no, this is just a little extra. A little extra secret area. Hold on. How the heck did I... There. That was straight up not working before, I swear.
The city lights up the night sky above our village, casting an eerie glow that people say is a beacon for the gods.
Oh, this is a different voice.
But every time I look up, I feel a chill. There is something dark, something foreboding
Whoa.
about that place, and it troubles me.
What do I want to be? Did you know that dogs and cats are different species? It's crazy, crazy grave. I want to be the. I'll be the guy that gets bit by a zombie but doesn't tell anybody about it because he thinks he's different. Is he a very likable character? No. Is he necessary to make the story interesting? Absolutely. That was so nearly very cool Spider-Man moment. That was so nearly. Yes. Perfect. That's what I was trying to do before. Well, 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 whatever do we have here? Hello, you. Oh, you've got lots of stuff. I still haven't really tried one of these shields. 2 things of medicine? Oh, man. Wish I could carry more medicine. Getting very sort of Dark Souls energy from this. Contents empty.
Challenger to our holy ground.
Oh. Used to be that you went for the neck. Now it seems like they want you to go for the head. Which is fine, very doable. Oh, herbs. It's like, what are those 3 things against the wall? Whatever could that be? Oh, that's death? That really seems like a super survivable fall. Oh, I mean, they could have done, right? I was pretty convinced that that was where I was supposed to go, but fine. Got some dog statues, got some people statues, got some ice inside the building. That's pretty cool. Got a door. Probably this goes in a big circle. And then you open the door. Just save now. I'm gonna hit the restroom quick, but I'll be back. Just gotta, oh yeah, just gotta locate my desk and give you guys the be right back experience that you deserve. You get bit by a zombie and not turn, but literally not realize and just think it takes a really long time to change. I mean, yeah, I would, for sure. Why would I assume? Why would I assume that? You know? Oh yeah, this is a good video to leave you guys with, I guess. Any requests before I go, actually? I can wait a second. Anyone have any requests for which video they would like to be left with at the Be Right Back screen? I think I would be an anglerfish, but one that like doesn't look quite as nasty as a regular anglerfish. I love that light. I love that light so much, and I think if I were just a little less pointy than a normal anglerfish, I'd look pretty good. I would also be down to be a cuttlefish. Crawl to Me by Kyle Gordon. I meant one of my videos. I can't just show someone else's video, Ask A. I'm not gonna just farm someone else's content on my stream. That's not okay. The Be Right Back screen needs to use one of my videos. System of a Down. What how do you guys not know how this works? All right, I'm leaving you with a random video. You get what you get. 3-3-1. No one thought to change this formally for decades until sound, specifically sound on film. In the digital age, it's easy to think of sound as intangible, but film is still very much a physical medium. In order to get sound on film, the waveform on that sound had to literally be printed on the celluloid, and since it needs to run parallel with the footage, it can really only go here at the side, which forces the visual frame to get narrower, resulting in an aspect ratio that's almost a square. 1.16:1. Filmmakers hated this, and suddenly it became abundantly clear that the extra width was preferred. So a standard was created called the Academy aperture, which was very slightly wider than the original Edison gauge for silent films. It's almost as if the frame was sighing with relief and getting a little bit wider than it was before after being confined for so long. But even so, a seed had been planted in the minds of filmmakers. It started to become a commonly held belief among those in the industry that a wider frame was vastly superior to a tall one. So for the next several decades, cinemas saw various attempts to make things wider. Cinerama was a pretty wacky try. It involved shooting one scene with 3 separate pieces of 35mm film simultaneously. Then, those 3 reels of film would be fed into 3 projectors, where they would be projected perfectly synchronized side by side to create a sharper and wider viewing angle than anything audiences had seen before, albeit with the major downsides of being 3 times as expensive for both the studios and the theaters, and the inevitable fuzzy line created by small inconsistencies between the 3 projectors. This led to a sort of widescreen arms race for the next handful of years. Directors
loved shooting films this way, and widescreen movies were marketed as being bolder and more immersive to audiences. Widescreen was a way for viewers to subconsciously distinguish between a big-budget blockbuster and something smaller that was meant to air on TV. This was the start of the world's steady transition into wider aspect ratios. More and more wide formats began cropping up in this weird rectangular war. By the time the dust had settled, a format called VistaVision seemed to have the winning frame. VistaVision was pretty damn clever. Instead of aligning the frames vertically on the film reel, VistaVision simply turned the whole operation 90 degrees. It seems so obvious, right? This was the best way to do widescreen on film. It didn't require any extra projectors, and it didn't leave any unused space on the film reel. It actually made the image bigger as opposed to shrinking or compressing it, which allowed for more detail to be captured on the same size of film. Paramount, the studio that created VistaVision, would even provide a recommended aspect ratio to use with this system, and that was 1.85 to 1. That was the format that really stuck. 1.85 to 1 is the standard for filmmaking to this day, and once widescreen was truly cemented in the theater, television broadcasters began slowly transitioning to widescreen as well, and the screens themselves began to follow suit. History doesn't always paint a full picture. In this case, it explains what happened, but it's still a little unsatisfactory as to the question of why. Sure, rectangles are good for building windows and doors, but is it really just circumstance and convenience that led to rectangular film? Or is there more logic to it than that? Well, yes. Rectangles work so well as doors because they frame people efficiently. And at the end of the day, the thing that is most often being captured on film is people. Rectangles may not exist in nature, but lines certainly do, and the horizon line is a very important one in the visual field. Interior stages tend to be rectangular, or at least flat at the bottom, because they need to accommodate a wide horizon line that fits as many people as possible. You wouldn't build a stage that curves up at the sides, like this for instance, because it would force the actors to move up awkwardly when standing in these areas. The same is true for a display, except the effect is a crop. Keeping the bottom edge of a display flat maximizes the horizon line. And even though there are lots of stages that round off at the top, the reason is that in theater, the overwhelming majority of the action is taking place down here, because gravity does not permit floating actors, so they're not likely to interact with an oddly shaped ceiling in the same way they are with the ground. That limitation doesn't exist in film or television. An actor can touch the top of the screen just as easily as they can touch the bottom. If we think of it as a doorway, this doorway can fit more people than this one. So, while this is an interesting aesthetic choice sometimes, it's clear that this is probably what should be done most often. But what about aspect ratios? That's still an interesting beast because modern technology has led to such a wide variety of aspect ratios for different displays. These are all tailored to their respective purpose, and they all work pretty well. For instance, the reason filmmakers tend to gravitate towards widescreen is because it is simply easier to fit more visual information into a wider frame. That may sound silly at first. This rectangle and this rectangle have the exact same dimensions, the same surface area. They should be able to fit the same amount of information, right? Well, if the information is text, sure, they fit the same amount. But if it's a scene, yeah. There's a reason that these orientations are called portrait and landscape. Portrait is great for one focus, one person, a building, anything tall, really, but the horizon line pays the price. In landscape, more things can be arranged side to side without being in.
And we're back. Everyone spent the entire break making song recommendations, fully understanding that I cannot just play copywritten songs in a stream that isn't a Beat Saber stream. Hello? And while I was waiting, my controllers broke again. Oh. Ayo. Ayo. All right. It's definitely a spot where a bunch of enemies spawn. For sure.
For the goddess, find them!
What? I feel like the longer I spend aiming, the worse my outcome.
A heretic comes from the shadows. A tainted soul seeks retribution.
So tried to fake me out. Little fake out. Oh, with the kick. Oh no. Oh gosh. That was actually got a little dicey for a second. All right, you first. Oh no. I just want a VR sword fight that doesn't feel like a janky mess. Any advice for someone recording a gameplay video? No advice beyond OBS. OBS is a great program. Please rivet what? Oh, play the music? Maybe, I mean, just recommend it during a Beat Saber stream. I'll play it. You know how it works. Don't make me the bad guy in this. Everyone's got to send Majora a blood-curdling scream.
A shadow move. I stop.
Oh. Yeah, that's not going to work for me, but I bet it will work for you, because this game's just janky enough to allow it. What are we dealing with here? Dip.
Rewards us. The enemy is here.
Ah. Who's up there?
Check position.
Whoa, my God. Whoa.
Find them.
The combat is not refined enough for them to just be like, here are 6 dudes with axes. See ya, Aske. Yes, I am left-handed. Come on, game. Spawn the bow boys.
We reclaim.
Whoop.
Your reckoning.
I go in here, and then more boys spawn.
A heretic comes from the shadow. Claim another victory. In the name of the goddess. Be vigilant. A dark presence approaches.
Oh, jeez. Come on. This was... It's just absurd. What? I won. Yay. Ah. Goodness gravy. Oh wow, it's perfectly upright. That was cool. You might be the only one left. Most of you, well, in my experience, Majora, most VR games have just a left-handed option that swaps which hand is which is why I'm kind of like, huh? Why isn't this one? Or just let you pick, right? Because like I have a preference as to which hand does movement and which hand does turning, if I can help it.
Tonight, the chimes were silent, the air still with anticipation. There was no sign of the creature, but even in its absence, our heart grew cold with dread.
I am like Link. Thank you. Thank you, Majora. That makes me feel good. Come on. Oh, he's got an axe. I hear another one. What? What? Jeez Louise, man. No goodies on the ground? Nah, alright, well, that's good enough, I guess. about to get iced by this bat, dude. Oh, it's coming back around. Gadzooks. Oh, hey, man.
Looks like you took the long way.
How did you get up here?
I've been finding hidden paths through these woods. Probably way before you were born. Those underground caverns are a labyrinth. Glad you made it out. I've had to deal with my share of these knights out here, though. They came from outside our borders. The curse hasn't taken them yet.
I've seen their sigil in old crypts here.
They used to be the Order of Purity. A pack of insane zealots couldn't be reasoned with.
But they served your kingdom.
Served themselves, more like. Always acted as if they were above the law. Arrogant fools. Had no idea any of their kind survived. Probably caught wind of you felling that behemoth and want to steal back Skorheim for themselves. We'll have to deal with them later. That creature is perched up in the citadel. Just waiting.
Good. I'm sick of chasing it.
Put that grapple to good use. I'll watch your back. Keep those bastards from flanking you. Hopefully you'll fell that beast and we'll reconvene at the tower. Show no mercy, Ren.
Oops, sorry, I was trying to just give a thumbs up. There we go. So these are normal human guys. These are just some regular guys. All right, I think after we kill this behemoth, I'll call it a day. Oh, so I can't. None of these upgrades are really wowing me. What have we got for the bow? 3 more explosive. I haven't even found explosive arrows yet. Alright, sure. Movement speed buff upon decapitation. Does it even look any different this time? What's different about it? I can't tell. And we don't have enough for the... Yeah, we don't have enough for the bow upgrades. Anyhow. Alright, up we go.
These vile hunters make a mockery of my order. They scurry like rats while the curse claims them.
They're destroying themselves. Why?
Madness. Whoever leads them, whatever goddess they serve, these pretenders are a cruel shadow of my order. They corrupt our legacy. You honor me by exterminating them.
I don't fight for you. I'm saving my village. My mother.
All the same, I am grateful.
Oh. This seems like the arena where we fight the behemoth. So predictable, man. That's awesome. Oh, okay. Dash too early. Wow, I must have put my hand in the wrong spot, covering my ears. Because I lost a ton of health. What? Oh, Kira. Hey, welcome. My week was good. Okay, I dodged it that time. Easy, easy tempo. Ah, dashed a little late. Ah. It's too easy to get got by that. What? I really wish this game just had that little extra bit of polish, dude. Well, like, what are you gonna tell me I wasn't covering my ears? I was, insofar as I can in a VR game.
Dash before the hook strikes.
I gotta just dash way later than I think.
Cover your ears. Remove the armor plates.
Ah. Lame. Okay. I didn't get hit by it because game design. Going for a hook? What are you going for, big bird? Gotta stay close so my shots are easier. I feel like I got the reticle all over that thing. Maybe I'm not drawing the bow enough. All my arrows are like veering random directions. All right, easy shot. Now what do I do? Bet it's gonna have a big crash on this roof at some point. Oh! Just calls them like I sees them, eh?
Hold on tight.
I see his cloaca from up here. Oh.
Slow as you approach its head.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hold on! The beast turns! The weak point is exposed. Drive your blade into it. will strike you down!
Usurper! Your betrayal has damned us all!
I think my microphone died. I wonder how long that's been the case. Anyways, I was just signing off. Sorry, guys. I just noticed that that was the case. But appreciate y'all. Especially you, Majora. You're putting a lot in right now. Anyways, bye.